You won't believe that McKinley, Jack, and his father still won't stop lying.
Most people think that you were on your phone and you weren't. You should play that whole video back and show people that they were wrong.
Jack wasn't even driving that fast in the rain, actually. He crashed at like 40.
His dad said that he doesn't use his phone while driving, and his girlfriend claimed that his speed was around 40 miles per hour. But wait, if he doesn't use his phone, then what is this? And if his car was going around 40 miles per hour, what is this? What do they think, that we are blind?
Jack was in the rainstorm using his phone, having somebody record him. I have both hands on the steering wheel. So why the are you comparing me to Jack Doherty, who uses girls as and pimps them out for money on their payroll, who has $50 million because he lets his wife sell her on the internet?
Now, let's go back to his father, who said that most people think he was on his phone, but he wasn't. He told them to play the whole video back and check.
Most people think that you were on your phone and you weren't. You should play that whole video back and show people that they were wrong.
Yeah, everyone edited the clip. I wasn't on my phone.
You wasn't.
I wasn't texting anybody.
That was from like 5 or 10 minutes before that, and you were on with navigation.
5-10 seconds, you know,
whatever it was.
Okay, let's play this. Wait, what is this? Jack's father? If it's not a mobile phone, then what is it? Here, Jack's dad claims that most people think he doesn't check on his cameraman.
A lot of people think you didn't check on your cameraman, but when you got in the accident, you were sitting right next to each other. You both could see you were okay.
The first thing I did was check in with him.
Yeah.
And then we're just like, all right, how do we save our lives?
And then you both started filming. You recognize that not many people get to film that type of moment, so you both did it.
Yes, he checks on his cameraman, but not for his care. He just checks to see if he's alive for filming. I'm sure if Michael were dead, he still wouldn't stop filming. He would just set his camera in position and start his drama like this.
You have to film on that phone too. Oh my God.
Which is why they're telling these kinds of lies on video. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's look at Fousey's video where his cameraman compares him to Jack Doherty. He explains how he compares himself to Jack because both of his hands are on the steering wheel and he isn't using his phone.
My phone. Have you seen me on my phone right now? When I was holding the phone, did I not use Siri to talk? So what the are you talking about? Jack was in the rainstorm using his phone, having somebody record him. I have both hands on the steering wheel. So why the are you comparing me to Jack Doherty?
He also talks about Jack's girlfriend, claiming that Jack uses her to make money, and he tells him never to compare himself to Jack.
Who uses girls as and pimps them out for money on their payroll, who has $50 million because he lets his wife sell her on the internet. He'd sell his parents for $1. Don't ever compare me to Jack ever again, or don't ever work with me ever again. That's disrespectful as that kid's a degenerate.
Fousey said that he is the devil and that he is destroying kids in this generation.
He's a devil. He ruins the kids. He ruins the generations. He does nothing good for this world. Nothing. We make him famous. He almost ruined so many lives the other day. We still let him stream the next day.
Although I don't particularly like Fousey, he did say some things that are correct. It sounds like you're grappling with a complex character in Fousey. The statement that he is the devil and is destroying kids in this generation suggests he's seen as a negative influence, perhaps due to controversial behavior or messaging. What specific points do you think Fousey made that were correct? And how do you feel about the overall impact of his presence in the community? Comment down. McKinley, who explains that on the day of the accident, they were actually going to the racetrack to race his Tesla.
When we got invited to the racetrack, we didn't know it was going to rain that day, but we just decided to go anyways, and Jack decided to take the McLaren and then his Tesla because he wanted to race the Tesla on the racetrack.
My mom's leaving right now, and we're about to go drive our cars on a racetrack. One of my friends, the guy who I buy my watches off of, Neil from Timepiece Trading, let's go, and I'm going to be making money, right? Should I start gambling?
At one point, McKinley says that you can't control a car in the rain and that Jack tried everything to avoid crashing.
You can't control a car that's literally just like going out of control. When you're in the rain, and he tried everything he could in that moment to not crash, and he still crashed.
But wait, Jack Doherty wasn't the only car on the road. There were many others driving in the rain. Do you know what the difference is between them and Jack? Yes, they were focused on their driving, but Jack wasn't. The lies don't end there. Here's the big lie she shared in this video to hide Jack's blame. She claims that Jack wasn't driving at first. He crashed at 40 miles per hour.
Jack wasn't even driving that fast in the rain, actually. He crashed at like 40.
What?
Oh man, I don't know who's blind here, the viewers or McKinley. Let me show you the speed of the car. Here you can see the speed just a few seconds before the accident.
Why the you lying? Why you always lying?
Maybe they don't see this, so share this video with McKinley and Jack Doherty to show them the speed of the car and tell them not to lie to hide Jack's blame. Let's break this down a little more. Jack's initial focus wasn't on anyone's safety. When McKinley noticed that Michael was in pain, she tried to take over filming out of concern.
You guys have anything else you need me to get out of the car? You want to take that shit so she doesn't have to?
Wait, let him have that. Let him have that. Let him have that. And then McKinley, can you just
But Jack stopped her, handing her another phone to continue recording.
Yeah.
The focus on content creation in the face of a real, life-threatening situation raises some major ethical concerns. And when they finally made it to the hospital, Jack's response, asking Michael, "How are you feeling?"
Alright guys, we're in the hospital after the crash. How you feeling, Michael? Getting stitches right now. But with the other window out, I was like trying to figure out how to do it. You were like banging your elbow on it.
I know, I just punched it.
Dude, you were going crazy. That was Michael David, but like that was so scary. It smoked up so fast. Like how did that happen?
Dude,
Bro, if you think I've had a full tank of gas, like we would have been exploded.
I don't even know.
Cause my tank was empty. Like it literally was at like 20 miles left. And then also on top of that, we crashed like 42 miles per hour.
I know, we weren't even going fast.
At all. Like if we were going, double the speed, we probably would have been dead.
As if he wasn't partly responsible for the situation. It feels completely tone deaf and selfish considering what had just happened. After all that, they went home and began explaining what had happened.
I didn't.
Phone. What happened? Tell me.
Mom, it was just wet. We hydroplaned, Mom. Like I couldn't do anything about it.
It's a little wicked.
Like we could have both been dead right now. That's like the crazy sad part. He got more hurt getting pulled out of the car. Basically, he popped his shoulder out when he was getting pulled out of the car. Like it didn't end for him when we got in the crash. He literally popped his shoulder out.
They were pulling me out, and like the way they were pulling me, it popped out. And then I was like, oh fuck. So I like sat back in the car for a second, because that's like after I kicked out the window.
Yeah, because I was like, why are you still in the car when all that was happening? And I was like, why is he holding his arm now all of a sudden? Like he was just bashing his elbow into the thing. I thought that's why he's holding his arm, but I don't know, he popped out his shoulder.
But the damage was already done, and Kick's decision to ban him from the platform reflects the seriousness of this event. First and foremost, this is a prime example of the dangers of distracted driving. Whether it's texting, chatting, or live streaming, taking your eyes off the road for even a second can lead to life-altering consequences.